Today, I'm going to walk you through how to edit our Best Collections template. Now double-click on the template and then launch PowerPoint. Right after that, you could take a look at the slides here. So you have different slides with, of course, a black background. Now let's take a look at the layers. Let's click on Select and then let's click on the Selection pane. Then let's take a look at the animation effects by clicking on the Animation pane. Now you'll see all the layers right here by clicking on Show All and Hide All by hiding all the layers as well. Let's click on each layer one by one to see what each layer is corresponding with whatever element or effect. Let's click on the first layer here. It's an audio layer. There you go. Let's drag it here. The second layer right here is a video. Okay, so that's the video right there. And then the next layer is the shape, the text, the shape, and of course the text again. Let's now go ahead and change the video here. So let's go into our video library and change the video with something else. Let's assume that we want this one. So let's click and drag that video into the template. And then let's resize it and then let's make it bigger. Let's now crop the video to make it a little bit smaller and to make sure that it fits the dimensions of the slide. Let's zoom out a bit and then let's crop it. Now let's trim the video as well. So let's just say I would like to select whatever part or whatever portion of the video that I'd like to be shown here in this slide. So let's go ahead and trim the video by clicking on playback, and then of course let's click on the trim icon. Be mindful of the duration of the video as well. The duration of the video is on top, or the duration of the clip that you've selected will be visible on top. So you're given 5 seconds for each slide, so then you could select or trim the video up to 5 seconds as well. After you select the section that you would like, go ahead and click on play just to make sure that this is exactly what you want to choose. When you're done, you could go ahead and then click OK. Now that we're done trimming the video, it's time to crop it. We have to make sure that it fits the dimensions and of course it fits the slide. Let's go ahead and click Format and then Crop. Let's now crop the video. After cropping it, let's take a look and play the video, and let's make sure that it's a clip selection that we have chosen. And now we're done. So let's click and drag that layer of the new video against the other layer of the old video. Let's click on that layer of the old video. Let's click on Animations and click on Animation Painter. Then let's click on the new layer of the video and then paste the effect of the old video right there. Now that the effect has already been pasted, we can already delete the old video file. This is the new video file, and then let's select the next layers here. We have the shapes and of course the text. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's go ahead and edit the text. Now let's go ahead and format the shape. Let's click on the layer of the shape and then format, and then let's change the shape fill. So now the color is yellow. And now let's click on layer number 2 and then format the shape and then change the shape fill. Let's make it yellow as well. And then let's take a look at the other layer. So let's change the color of that layer. And then let's click on the other layer and leave it as is. Then let's click and preview. Okay, so slide number 1 looks like that. Let's now move on to slide number 2. So let's click on each layer one by one so we would have an idea what's visible first and if it's a video or a shape. This is how it looks like when we play that slide. Let's click on the other layers at the bottom first. Let's replace that image with another one from one of our files. Let's drag that image. And let's stretch it. Let's drag that layer down next to the original layer of the image we just replaced. Let's change the file name, of course. And then let's click on the old image just to take a look if it has any animation effects. Let's click on Animations, Animation Painter, and then let's click on the new image and then paste the effect right there. Then we can delete the old image. Let's now view the next layer here, rectangle, and then let's replace the dress image with another image. Let's click and drag the image that we like and then put it here in the template. Again, let's stretch it to fit the template. Let's drag that layer next to the original layer that we want to replace. Let's just go ahead and rename that into image 2. Let's crop it a little bit. Then let's go ahead and copy the effect of the other image that we would like to replace. Let's click on it and then click on Animation Painter. Let's copy the effect and paste it here on image number 2. After previewing, you can already delete the old image. Then let's review the other layers. Then we have another image. So again, let's find a photo that we can replace this with. Click and drag into PowerPoint. Let's go ahead and stretch this image. Let's center it. Let's drag that layer and rename it first. And drag it next to the image that we would like to replace. Let's click on Format and then let's crop this image to make sure it fits the slide. Let's just center it. And then right after that, we have our old image and our new image. So let's click on Animations and then Animations Painter. After clicking the old image, we click on the new image to paste the effect right there. Once the effect has already been pasted, you can already delete your old image. Let's make the other layers visible. Let's take a look. We have the shapes here, and we have the text. If we would like to change the shape fill of this shape, click on Format, and then let's change the color. Then let's change the font color. Then let's take a look at the other layers here. Let's change the color or the format or the shape fill of this layer. And let's leave the other one as black. And then let's preview. It's going to look like this. There are your images, the new images that you've placed. We have here the animation pane, and then you can see here the different text animations. So you have here effect options, and you could just change the color of that. There you go. And let's click on the next layer here on the animation pane, so we could change also the transition from yellow to another color. Let's go to Effect Options, and then let's change it again from yellow to black. And then the third text, same thing. Click on the animation panes layer, and then go to Effect Options, and then choose black. So it will change from yellow to black. There you go. So let's make the other layers visible, and then let's preview. It's going to look like this now. As you can see, the timing is correct from this template. All you just did was basically change the color. Now we're done. Let's go on to slide number 3. For slide number 3, you can review all the layers here on the right. And of course, you can see the image and the text and the shapes. Let's go ahead and click on Format, and then let's edit the shape fill to change the color of the shape. Let's make it into yellow. Then let's change the offer. Let's go ahead and change the image as well. Let's drag and drop an image from our library. Let's go ahead and resize this image, make it a little bit bigger. And then let's center it so that it will fit the dimensions of the slide. Let's drag it right next to the image that we would like to replace. And then let's label it as image 1. Right after that, let's crop the image. Then let's go ahead and copy the effect of the old image by clicking on Animation Painter and then pasting the effect of the new image. After that, we can delete the old image already. Then let's format the shape of this one. Let's change the color of the background, and then let's leave the other as is. Let's preview. It looks like that. Let's now go to slide number 4. Let's take a look at each layer again. So we have here your logo, we also have here your URL, we have different shapes. So you have to familiarize yourself with each layer and of course the contents of each layer. Let's go ahead and change this image. So let's choose an image from our library again. Let's drag and drop it into PowerPoint. And then let's expand the image so it will fit the dimensions of the slide. Let's drag the image to the correct layer, and then let's rename it. Then after that, we'll crop the image first and make sure that it has the right dimensions and the size. Then let's copy the effect of the old image and let's paste it on the new image. So let's go to Animations and then Animation Painter, and then click on the new image and then paste it right there. This is how it looks like. Then you could already delete the old image. Now let's go to the shapes. You can right-click and format the shape and change the color fill. You could also change the transparency. Then you could click on the shape of your URL and then click Format and then click on Shape Fill to change the color background of the shape. Then you could type your website URL there. Let's adjust the shape first. And then let's review the other layers. You have your logo here and then another shape. Then let's choose the yellow color. And then let's choose another layer and let's change the color as well. Let's continue the steps and let's click on Animations and then Preview. This is how it looks like. When you're ready, you can click on File, then click on Export, click Create a Video, choose a size that you like, and then type in the file name, then click on Save. You'll see the status of the exporting of the video right here below. Once you're done, preview the video. And you're done. So you have a template that's easy to use and easy to customize.